Brooklyn, right here.
Pier 17 has a shopping mall and restaurants.
Brooklyn Heights is the more
Building in there with the
upscale
gold
part
figure
of
lit up on the
Brooklyn.
top is the
This is
municipal
Brooklyn
building.
Bridge.
That goes back to 1900.
That we're sailing
There's
under
a
right
brand
now.
new, see that straight up and down
This is the
building?
little boat
That's
we're
a
on.
brand new apartment house designed by the architect Frank Gehry. Some people like it and some people don't like it. Here's the Brooklyn Bridge, folks. It opened in 1883. It was designed by a German immigrant, John Roebling. And when they built it, his son, Washington Roebling, was the chief engineer. You can walk that bridge. It's a great walk, folks, and then you, for the rest of your life, you can say, walk the Brooklyn Bridge. Over here on the right, New Park, and then the Watchtower building is the
445, 32 degrees outside.
32 degrees Fahrenheit.
There's the headquarters.
0 degrees Celsius. It's freezing.
Jehovah's Witnesses.
It's going to get a lot colder tonight, so be careful. It's kind of colder fall than we normally get. October and November were colder than normal, and December's doing pretty well too with the cold weather. No snow yet.
There we go.
Yet. That's the key word there. Now this place on the right with all the lights and all that stuff.
Probably go walk
folks,
over
that's
that bridge
the River Cafe.
tomorrow or the next
Very
day.
popular, but
This is our favorite part, though, Wall Street and the financial district.
Restaurant, the River Cafe. Then after the Brooklyn Bridge on the Manhattan side, the Lower East Side. 100 years ago, it was all little tenements filled with immigrants. Now, the rents are... It was full dark at 5, actually. Some of the big office buildings down here over the years have been converted into luxury apartments. They're building a lot of apartments, but they've also converted older office buildings into luxury apartments. And they seem to fill them up, folks. Put them up and fill them up, as they say. Now you can make out some stone monuments, sort of make out, and then they comprise a World War II memorial. And there's a Korean War memorial in the park as well.
This is Battery Park.
Now this is where the ferry boats leave all day, every day, to go out to the statue into Ellis Island. That's the last one, brought the last ones back. Now, that structure with the lights on is a security, oh wait a minute, yeah, there are 2 ferry boats there. Then it's a security tent. Now before you get on the ferry, you have to go through the tent, and they're very strict. They make some people take off their shoes or their belts, you know, and you think you were getting on a plane, but I guess they figure she would be a prime target for the bad guys. So there's a lot of security. Please. Those of you standing in the cabin, please be seated. Thank you. Now you can spend a lot more than that, folks, depending on your circumstances. You know, this is Manhattan. There are always people looking to live in Manhattan, desperate to live in Manhattan. Some of them pay through the nose to live here. There are 1-bedrooms here on this island that go for $5,000 a month. And when it comes to buying apartments, you can spend $1 million, or $10 million, or 20, or 30, or 40 million, or 50 million. I'm not exaggerating now. You have the money, they have the apartment for you. I mean, there are city people and there are suburban people. A lot of you are sitting there thinking, how can people live like that? Those little boxes, you know? Well, a lot of people like it, folks. Now, these are people that could live anywhere they like. They choose to live here. Remember, it's the richest city in the world. That doesn't mean everybody here is rich. I don't mean to imply that. But there are more rich people here than probably anywhere else in the world. But most people here are like most people everywhere, somewhere in the middle. Now, folks, we're coming back up to the ground zero area again. Now, there are lights on in the glass winter garden as we go by. Now, remember, your best overall view of ground zero is from the back of the winter garden. It's a fabulous structure. We're coming up to it now. St. Paul's is just up the street from
right
Trinity
here.
on Broadway.
The scaffolding is, you can see where the rebuilding.
And there it is. There's the Winter Garden.
Right between there. Scaffolding.
And the Freedom Tower under construction. Now, you know, here in New York, folks, they're always blabbing away on the radio. When you leave a room, turn out the lights, turn off the TV, turn off the air conditioner, conserve electricity, blah, every day. Look at this building here coming up on the right here. Look at this. Every floor lit up all the way. Now, how come those guys don't go by the rules? That's Goldman Sachs, by the way. Do they think they don't have to listen to the mayor? I'd like to take the mayor for a ride and say, look at that building, Mr. Mayor. You know who those guys are, don't you? They've been in enough trouble cheating the public and all this stuff, and now they're keeping all the lights on. They're a bunch of bozos. Look at, notice folks that people who live on the river don't bother pulling the shades for the most part.
Zero right there.
These are more new apartments.
Christmas lights in the mall across the street from the Central Park. They're all white right now. Here's on top of the Empire State Building. Hey, Don.
Hey, we made it. 86 floors.
Had to climb half of them. Woo! That was hard.
There's a giant automatic door over here.
There's ice skaters. Way up from the top of the Empire State Building. We're looking down at Bryant Park. At the ice skaters.
I can't believe you can see those.
I know. This is where the Twin Towers used to be. They're redoing it. But this is where they stood. Right behind this construction. This is it. That's the Freedom Tower now, I suppose, that they're building. We used to cross America. And that was destroyed in 9/11.
The street, you'll see Trinity Church. There it is. The Hollywood picture. You're getting off here. Eric and I, the driver, and myself, Thomas, would like you the best of the holiday season. Have a wonderful stay while you're in New York. Stay out of Times Square, please. Please.
Ice skating. Bryant Park.
Welcome, welcome. This is the hotel room or home sweet home for the past 5 days of Dawn and Fawn at the Jane Hotel. This is our bunk. It kind of resembles a ship's cabin. Quite small. What you see is what you get. Put one hand here and put one hand here. I'm touching both walls and I can't really straighten my arm, so that's how small it is. And where's my key at? Room key. Let me take you down the hallway.
Hey, look at that huge room key.
I know. I had to carry this around in my pocket for 5 days. I was in charge of the key. Oh, I almost got us detained at the Empire State Building because they x-rayed my key and they thought it was a knife or something. And pulled us over and went through our stuff. So that was exciting. Let me turn the light off here.
That's okay. We can leave it on.
Okay.
We're coming right back.
All right. This is the hallway. Come down this way. Now, if you have to go to the bathroom, we don't have a bathroom in our room. The bathroom's down the hall. And we share it with all these people. So in the middle of the night, we have actually gone out here. This way. And another door. And if you want to walk down all the stairs instead of taking the elevator, you can do that too. We're on the 4th floor, so it's kind of like being in a walk-up. So. Bathrooms. These are the toilets, and this is where we took our showers. And you can see the statue of Liberty out our window, very, very small. And this is the Hudson out here. But this is our bathroom that we share with everyone. That we shared with everyone. There you go. Is that nice? And we actually stood here, brushed our hair, brushed our teeth while men walked by in their underwear. Downstairs to our restaurant that's in the lobby, and this is our farewell meal. But this is how we go down elevator.
No, we don't. You do that every time.
Every time. Go the wrong way. Come over here and buzz for the elevator and watch this. But you don't have one of these. You can hear the elevator coming. Watch. We have our own elevator now.
There's our elevator.
Yeah.
It's very old-fashioned.
Very old-fashioned little elevator.
Thank you. Okay.
This is the lobby. This is the lobby. This is the front desk.
Hey.
Hi. We're taking pictures.
Come over here. See where we went a couple of times for drinks in here. Just wine, just wine. On this side. You following me still?
Yes.
Oh. We'll go eat at the restaurant that we have here. Here we go. I'll do the one right here.
I'll show them outside our front.
Oh, okay. You want to see our stoop? This is our stoop right here. This is where the fog comes out and has our smoke in the morning. Right out here. Our taxi picks us up right here most days, or we walk. And we are in the village, so we can walk a long way, which we've done. And this is our restaurant, Cafe Gitan, and we're going in for our last meal. So,
Bye, New York City.
bye, New York.
It was fun.
It was great.
Yes, it was. Back onto the airplane.